Welcome back, folks, to Age of Lemuria. I'm your host and DM, Lord Lucan. Oh, Papa, you've been playing somebody for a little while, haven't you? Who are you playing, and who are you?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zelif. I am a dungeon master and author, and today I'll be playing Ulfgar Ashencloak, the Gatekeeper.
Leah, who are you playing?
I play the lovely Ava Fletcher, who was a humble country girl, but has since risen in the ranks of fighter with a little magic spice added in, and she is now way over her head.
Oh, she's fine. She's fine. So, guys, what happened last time? This is episode 19. What's going on? What's been happening for those people who haven't been?
The proverbial feces hit the fan, and the city is in chaos.
The city of Alkaline has riots going on in the street currently. It happened on the 10th. You guys arrived, what was it, the 6th or something like that? Yeah, so right before events were going to go down. Yeah. What's you guys' plan today? Like, you guys have got the vast majority of people on your side due to your heroic speech. Everybody's speaking Adric the Great. The demon hunter has come to save us from the demon Inquisition.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What's going on, hey, Papa? What's been going on?
Oh, well, we're about to storm the ship, the massive warship that's been crafted out of metal sitting in the harbor just outside the city of Alkaline.
To be clear, this is a dome-like ship, right? Very much like a barge, covered in complete iron. It does have sails, however. Something to keep in mind. And these strange tubes are sticking out of it. You're not quite sure what those are. That's
Oh, brother.
Yep. So the battle plan is what exactly? And how are you going to achieve this?
Well, we're going to storm the ship and take it by force. I think that's really the only option left open to. Ulfgar is going to visit the ironworks because he knows that there are schematics there of the ship. And the foreman who is working there would know the ship better than most since he's the one who built it. And he's also going to do some buffing along the way to prepare us for a fight, along with ritually casting water walk on some people so we can storm from the...
So, first off, where are you guys going? So we'll head over to the big city. It is currently raining.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it is currently raining. You're heading over to I assume the Iron Guild, right?
Yes, we're going to the Iron Guild first.
All right. Roll me that sweet survival. And what are you buffing yourself up with?
I will assist with that survival.
Yes.
He is going to cast Aid on us.
Excellent.
Is there any sort of important NPC coming with us, or someone worthy of getting...
You have a crowd of people who are...
We have the angry mob.
You have an angry mob that is coming as you head your way to the Iron Guild.
Oh, wait, we have a direwolf, don't we?
Yes, I believe so as well, yeah.
Okay, so the recipients will be Ava, Ulfgar, and the direwolf.
Okay, give me a second. well, I mean, you also have another dog with you.
Oh, yeah.
Spark. Yeah.
My good boy.
Interesting.
Who just murdered someone.
Yeah. That is true. At your command. Yes. Yes, they do. Alright, I have your group. Go ahead and roll me a sweet survival.
Hold on. Duration 1 hour, so when we get close, he will ritually cast Water Walk. This affects 10 people at a I believe I can cast this multiple times, though, to cover a larger group.
Are you casting spells on people?
Yes, he would.
Excellent. I want you to first roll me survival, and then roll me a persuasion, as you're clearly casting dark magic upon these people.
Okay, so for survival with advantage. 19.
Ooh, that's fine. You guys make it to the Iron Guild. No
and
problem.
Then persuasion.
Yep.
Ugh. Ugh. I hate that word. Interesting.
Interesting.
But either way, it has to be willing. If they're not willing, it obviously doesn't affect them. So it will just affect Ava, Ulfgar, and presumably the Dire.
Uh-oh. Is he frozen?
No, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Oh, okay.
I'm just reading a few things, that's all.
Oh, great.
You make it to the Iron Guild. Okay, so the Iron Guild has come to a complete and utter halt. You notice that iron is not being forged, so the blowers are not bellowing. The bellowers are not blowing. So everything has been like solidified, right? It used to be smoking, right? It used to be a really hot place, but now it is currently cooled off, right? As you approach the Iron Guild, you notice that it's like kind of deserted. The workers have left this area. The Inquisition has withdrawn into the city's gates. You know that there are 9 levels to the city. And currently, you have free reign, right? That's why all these people are running around, tearing up shit. The Iron Guild is huge, right? It's massive. So, like, people are, like, peeling off scraps of iron and stuff like that. This is no organized group, right? As you see, like, people are, like, tearing shit down for, like, scrap metal to, like, sell or forge out of, like, you have, like, small groups, small forges going, as they're, like, slowly crafting some pieces, not quality stuff, into weapons, armor, stuff like that. People are currently taking over the Iron Guild, and in no organized fashion are currently forging makeshift, low-quality items to use in battle.
Ulfgar is going to march his way up to the foreman's office.
You quickly realize that the foreman's office has been ransacked. You see, like, papers spewing out. Any money or wealth that should be here is not here. So give me a perception as you're looking for,
Would that not be investigation?
Yeah, that'd probably be better. Investigation as you're searching.
Sorry.
For diagram. Well, I mean, that's correct. You are absolutely correct. searching for...
I would like to investigate as well, because obviously Ulfgar would have relayed at least that bit of his plan to me.
Go ahead and both roll. I assume you guys are doing 2 separate investigations.
Ooh.
Ulfgar, you find a safe, right? As you're like working on the safe and stuff like that, Ava actually finds what you guys are looking for, which is like a diagram of a warship. It's not the one that's out in the harbor. It's the warship that they're currently working on. And you see the skeleton framing of it, right? You can make assumptions.
Sort of.
Yeah, you can make assumptions.
Yeah, put up a hand and call out and sort of lay it out on the desk. That is presumably a mess.
Oh yeah, papers are strewn about. People have gone through here multiple times. Yeah. Some people can read, some people can't. And you guys were lucky enough to find not necessarily the old, but the new construction.
Alright. So I'll lay it out on the desk and sort of lean over and call Ulfgar over and ask what he thinks.
Ava, with an 18, you quickly discover that in this world it was called a turtle ship.
Ah.
For those who know historical references, it's a Korean-based design.
Oh boy.
You clearly realize that it was not these people who developed this warship, but some other civilization.
And they idea-napped it.
And yeah.
Does it look similar in design to something found in the Mixed Kingdom?
No. This is modern. Newish.
Oh boy.
Never seen before.
What would that be? History? I try and use my brain.
I mean, if it's new, we're not going to remember it.
I mean, yeah. You could try.
Uh,
You could roll history. Maybe you've heard something about it.
oh! Damn, Ava. I guess you like both.
Would you like to use your inspiration, Ava?
Yes.
Ava, you've heard of rumors of the city of Alkaline is just like one major hub in the known world. And there is clearly texts and writings. And tell me about the seller that you met, and he told you about this. But you know, seller tales, right?
Yeah, he was passing through, looking at my mother's wares. And I was curious, not quite a child, but quite an adult either. And I was hungry for tales about far-flung places and people. And so he haggled a bit and asked for some customization, and while that was being done, when my mother was turned away, he told me the tales.
During these tales, he told you about these warships and strange-looking people from across the way. The Azoi Ocean is a massive, beautiful place, filled with dangers and other sorts.
Do I know specifics?
Sure. He tells you about like these yellow people and dragonborn and islands. Tells you about all types of stuff. He's a lonely sailor, right? Talking to the pretty lass. So even he plays it up a little bit. He's like, "Oh yeah, I fought a giant sea serpent in the water just by myself. I used my sword and slashed at it many times." We get this sailor's tale of him trying to impress a pretty lass during this time, right?
So do I know what people used it and how it was used?
Do you
just
have
here.
the cellar background?
No.
Pirate?
No.
No. All right. No, never mind. I mean, it just sounds like fantasy tales, right? Like you haven't even heard of dragons before. Ulfgar's seen them.
Well,
And
she'll.
they're fantasy, right? They're not real. Dragons aren't real.
So she'll sort of relay that to Ulfgar and say she's heard of this kind of design coming from across the sea. Made by the Yellow People and their dragonborn allies. Or something like that. And he'll probably think she's a dumb idiot.
That reminds
child.
him of someone we met in Ravenshaven. Ulfgar is going to take a look at these schematics and try to look for a weak spot in the construction or a good entry point, particularly one that could be accessed from the sea that the crew may not expect.
You quickly realize that this warship appears to be invincible.
Ha!
However, you quickly realize that it can't float.
But
There's this schematic, right? The schematic right here, right? According to your knowledge and history of metals, that ship should not be floating.
so we got some hocus pocus.
It's obviously some magic that they've woven into the ore and the metal of this ship, but that doesn't help us storm it.
It's a schematic, not a battle plan.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to just try a frontal assault from the dock. There's got to be like a gangway or something that the crew is using to get on and off board of this vessel.
That is true. There is a dock. However, the ship is currently moored out in the middle of the harbor.
Let's see, how high off the out of the water are the tubes sticking out?
That's a good question. Give me a moment. Are you thinking about accessing it through the... there is no... what was it called?
Seam?
Cannonade? Is it called a cannonade? That's like the side ship, right? So the tubes are sticking out from the side, right? So there's the metal frame, right? And then you see the tubes sticking out on the top.
And there's no space between the
There's
tubes
no
and the
gaps.
hull of the ship.
Right. However, you do think that a good grappling hook or a ladder could easily access it. But there's no access to the bottom of the
Good
ship.
thing I bought a grappling hook then.
Who knew? Who knew? By the way, you have scrapped iron laying all around. It could take some time, but you could make one as well.
Ulfgar is going to try to describe his plan to the gathering, those who have followed him to approach the vessel on the water, explain that he can bless a select few to join them and walk across the waters to storm the ship with some grappling hooks that can be made quick.
Like they're like, are you sure? The people are like kind of curious and like, how are we going to get across the waterway? Like we could get some ships and sell it towards it, but they warn you that the tubes on the ships fire out blasts of fire. You guys can roll me, what with this, a knowledge arcana? Yeah. Ava? They tell you that these ships, right? These ships are like dragons, and they blow out fire, even from the sides. It's strange. And not only that, but the fire kind of like sits on the water. Those who know historical reference might know what this is.
Yeah. Got any water breathing?
Clerics don't get that skill. Just water walking.
Yeah. No self-contained underwater breathing apparatuses?
They say that ship is a dragon to itself. It would take a dragon itself to attack that ship. Do you have some dark magic that you have? What's it? Adric? You have some dark magic that could protect you as you approached? I mean, they've seen you cast spells.
I have a little something that could give an oomph.
No, he doesn't have anything that would necessarily help. He has Bless and he has Shield of Faith, but that's not going to help us penetrate this ship.
What do you guys do? Of course, the crowd is like gathering around, like the weaponsmiths, that are making crude weapons and stuff like that. They're like asking or demanding or stealing weapons from people that they can, right? They also like tear off like bars of metal, right? And make crude steel clubs. And they wrap a piece of leather around it. Pretty lethal. Steel bar. Armor doesn't really protect you from that very much.
Well. I think though marching across the water would be so cool, but how guarantee we won't get barbecued?
Well, we've got two options then. Trying to storm a gate or trying the sewer. Ulfgar is going to leave it to Ava for now. He doesn't know what to do right now, but he does know that he can organize these smiths to produce more efficient. And he knows that a good army needs a good supply of armor and munitions.
A wise decision.
So he's going to step up as the foreman of sorts, trying to lead the smithers and forgers in their duties to make more weapons, just make everything better, more efficient, faster, stronger weapons, more practical, especially for the time. A lot. And he'll even start forging weapons as well with them.
Okay, so it sounds to me like you're making battle plans, correct?
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
Does Ava know anything about any kind of famous battle this type of ship was used in with her 22?
You are quite confident that you are aware that that these ships, right, currently are like, in modern day terms, aircraft carriers, floating cities. So, I mean, aircraft carriers have been receiving some notoriety. Maybe that's not correct. It'd be even more modern. So it'd be like the any modern aircraft, like the Raptor or something like that, right? Stuff that's still on the assembly line. So yeah, you've heard of no battles that this ship has been in.
I see. There's not a ventilation shaft that's about 2 meters wide that was shot with one bolt would cause the whole thing to implode.
No. There's no womp rats in this one. It's literally, well, I mean, it's incapable of floating, right?
Mm-hmm. So it has to
I mean, Ulfgar does have Dispel Magic. He could try to dispel magic on the boat and watch it sink, but that's not going to help us take the boat for ourselves.
Let's see, are the tubes omnidirectional?
No. Give me a second. As you're looking at the schematics, let me scroll over. Okay. You see a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8. 8 normal, what appears to be some sort of tubes, right? And then you see like this long overhanging tube at the very front of the ship.
I see. So there are diagonal angles which contain
You know
no
that
tubes.
there are 3 levels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there is a stairwell in the middle of the ship. Let me give you the full layout. It's armaments. So the crew lives in the middle, right? As well as most of the equipment. In the middle, you notice that there are several barrels. This seems to be the ammunition. Something interesting that you find out in the schematics is that this is oil barrels.
Oh.
You notice that it can hold. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it sounds like it's more designed for ship-to-ship combat than besieging a city. So it would be
however,
useless anyways.
Yeah, this warship is designed specifically for countering ships. It is not long-range artillery. You do not see any catapults, trebuchets, or anything like that.
But it would be a safe base of operations, even if other places fell.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see, it can man a company of 12, right? The minimum number of crew is 12. A maximum is, I think, 150. Then in the bottom, you see... Oh, give me a luck roll. See what you find here.
Who?
Anybody. It's a D100. You see if you can find... Oh, yeah, this isn't this ship. Just roll me a D100. See if you can find this out. Oh, you got a good chance. Oh, yeah. So there's something that keeps it afloat. There's something specific that keeps it afloat. So on the 3rd level of the warship, you notice that there's something specific that keeps it afloat. Without this sort of item or object, it will sink. It is also the most protected, most guarded. The captain and officer crew live down there. you also notice that that's the food
Mm.
and supplies. So top level, right? Top level is specifically designed for war armaments and stuff like that. Second level is for oil and what appears to be like supplies, like general supplies. And then the third level is like living quarters and most heavily guarded. And it seems to have some sort of thing that keeps it afloat. Something. It's an object. Some sort of object keeps it afloat. Yep.
Is the object bigger than a bread box?
It is about the size of a fist.
Uh-huh. Mm.
Yeah.
Huh. Why do I get an inkling I might know what it is?
What do you think it is?
I think a certain someone is on a quest for something.
I mean, you don't know that for sure.
No. But that character. Just seeing those plot threads.
I mean, you guys have rolled pretty good so far.
I think if we use some kind of cover, what time is it right now? In the morning or?
That's a good question. Well, Ulfgar's off forging weapons and apparently organizing the militia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's currently a mob, but I think he's trying to get into a militia, right?
Yes, he is.
Okay.
So Ava will take the map with her and sort of take Ulfgar aside and sort of explain the layout and point out where its main floaty source is.
Mm-hmm.
And watch him to see if he has any ideas.
Ulfgar, go ahead and roll me an investigation as you're staring at it.
Does he get advantage because I'm pointing everything out to him?
No. This is a yes, and now you can roll stone cutting.
That's a 29.
Ulfgar, you quickly realize that on the ship, that power source is the thing that you've been looking for the entire time.
He's a bit confused. The green gem should have power over the earth, not over the water or the.
What do you think the ship's made out of?
He's going to speed up the process of creating a militia. And when we get close enough, he can confirm whether the gem is there.
Sure. I
So
believe you
what
have a
time is
find
it? Is
object,
it-
Don't you?
Yes, he has locate object prepared.
Mark off the spell.
Well, when we get closer, I think he's too far away.
That is a good question. Where are you currently? You're at the Iron Guild right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Just tell me whenever you head down to the docks.
Alright, so what time is it right now?
Let's see here. So, you've already given a speech, you've done this, you've done that, you've marched all the way to the Iron Guild. I'd say it's probably getting towards the evening, right?
Okay, so will we be able to have the grappling hooks ready by the time it's dark? Because if we use the water walking and walk under the cover of darkness.
So my question to Ulfgar is he making weapons or is he forging grappling hooks?
Well, I was leaving it up to Ava as to how we were going to get on the ship. If she still thinks the grappling hook will work, he will shift his personal focus over to making grappling.
And Ava also has proficiency in smithing, so she would probably want to do the grappling hooks, let Ulfgar focus on more of the weapons stuff. Because she's not as skilled as he is, but grappling hook's fairly straightforward.
Or if we both work on forging grappling hooks, we can get it done in half the time. Or less.
It's not like you guys got to worry about anything. You guys got all the time in the world. It is continuing to rain.
And we are going to be setting up guards and patrols and what have you. Ulfgar will start taking military charge, trying to shape this up into a militia,
Ulfgar,
if he
you
can.
seem to be doing like a lot of stuff here. I need you to roll me another persuasion as this is going on, right? The crowd's currently following you. You kind of lost them when you started casting black magic. But they quickly organized into groups of patrols, right? They actually put like down a schedule, and they like start talking about like, yeah, the Iron Guild should be our home base. We got plenty of stuff right here, and they're like, no, we need food and resources. They're like, no, we can't do that. We need weapons right now. We need to be able to defend ourselves. And they're like discussing like what they need specifically in order to like maintain proficiency, right?
Right, and it's
food
hour by hour.
Scarce, right? Everything has come to a complete halt. People are not getting paid. People are here because they want to be here. They believe in you, Adric. They believe in you, Ava.
Do you want a smithing roll for us as we keep forging?
Yes, go ahead. Roll me a forging roll. Oh, crit. What specifically are you trying to make?
He was making he shifted his focus over to making the grappling hooks. So, making grappling.
During this time, you make a mastercraft grappling hook. Yeah. Ava, congratulations. You've made a masterwork grappling hook. You gain a +1 bonus to your athletics when attempting to climb with this.
Does that apply to Ulfgar's?
Yes, to both of yours. You both rolled above a 20. These are masterworks. Gives you a +1 bonus.
Well, that's 2 out of 10.
Roll me a die 4 to see how long it takes you to do this. It takes only 1 hour. Ava, it'll take you 4 hours, unfortunately. I mean, it's getting late. Ulfgar, you can make another attempt at doing something else, but Ava, this is going to take you all night, right? You still need to sleep and everything else. You have
It's not going to
3 more hours of working time. What else are you going to try to make?
Could he make a ladder? Or would that take too long to make a ladder, like a portable ladder?
I don't think so. Ladders are usually made out of wood, however.
You do a rope ladder. Or a chain ladder, if there's any chains lying around.
That would be good. A chain ladder, yeah. There's plenty of chains around this place. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so he'll start making a chain ladder then. The idea being once Ava and Ulfgar reach the top of the ship, we can throw the ladder down and more people can...
You have the schematics of the newer stuff. You know that the water, not the watermark, the water. Oh crap! It's the hull. No, the water reaches the hull, and it's about 12 feet from the water to the top. It's about
that's nothing.
Okay, so he will try to make 12-foot chain ladder.
Excellent. More than enough space. Excellent. It is a mastercraft chain ladder. You guys are critting this stuff. Yeah, you guys have got some skills.
It's almost like like Ulfgar's a master smither, and we've got another smithing apprentice.
Roll me a die 4. Ava, are you going to fatigue yourself?
What?
Are you going to continue to work through the night? Are you going to take on 1 level of exhaustion in order to do this?
What does that constitute?
It just gives you penalties.
Not going to be more specific than that?
I believe it's skill checks at first. There are 6 levels of exhaustion. So the first one's just skill checks, I believe. Second one is like attack rolls. Third is like moving at half speed. Fourth is something else. Fifth is something else. And then sixth is death.
I don't think you want to overwork yourself right now. Not when we're about to storm a ship.
Oh, you're fine. You'll be fine. I'm just saying that you currently are working on a Mastercraft grappling hook. You have this, right? It'll take you 4 hours to complete. Ulfgar has been getting lucky and has been rolling ones. He's made currently a Mastercraft grappling hook, and now he's made a Mastercraft chain ladder.
No, I guess I won't exhaust myself trying to keep up with Ulfgar.
So I think like Ulfgar like hands you his like Mastercraft grappling hook, and you're like, "Damn, that's a fine looking grappling hook. I'm going to make this." Exactly. Ulfgar, you have 2 more hours in which to build something. For you, it's just like toon 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 toss, toon 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 toss.
Yeah, he's in his element here. He was primarily trained as a smith back in his. What to make next though?
People are in awe at your craftsmanship, and they're like, "Wow, damn, he's good."
Will 1 ladder be enough?
I mean, I can make some more ladders, I guess. And if anything, they can be attached together to make a longer ladder if we need it in the future. Like, say, scaling a wall or something. Yeah, I guess he'll make another chain ladder.
Excellent. Go ahead and roll me that sweet, sweet roll. That's Mastercraft. You currently have 2 Mastercraft chain ladders. Let's see here.
This is ridiculous.
This is gonna give this just +1 bonus to your athletics. That's about it. I mean, you can't really magical. I mean, I don't think this is. So I have to give something practical, right? So just +1 athletics.
There's some really sturdy footholds.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you'd be surprised at the difference between a nice ladder and a shitty ladder. Like, there's a big difference. I'm serious. You try climbing an oiled up ladder compared to like a clean one. Total difference. Total difference.
So do we know roughly how tall the outer walls are?
So the outer walls are the weakest defense. And that's approximately anywhere between, because it's not as well maintained, anywhere between 10 to 15 foot high.
Okay.
So like the tower section would be the 15, and then the lower sections would be 10. And it's just like got like a small rampart that like somebody could easily walk on. Well, not easily, right? It's kind of like a one-way walkway. It's about 5 foot.
he can do one more thing because he's in his element, just cranking out these ladders with the spare chain laying around. What should he make with his last hour? You have any idea?
2 hours, Ulfgar. However, if you roll above higher, right, you will start taking exhaustion. Let's be clear here. I've given you guys 4 hours to work with. You've ate up 2 of them, right? What would you like to do? That's a 50-50 chance. I mean, you can go to sleep afterwards, right? Sleep it off. But, just remember. What would you like to do, Ulfgar? Well, Adric.
So we have 2
I love it, like people are calling you Adric, and then Ava's like, "Hey, Ulfgar, check out this list." I'm like, who's Ulfgar?
You know, she'd have more sense to keep up some kind of cover. She'll probably come like Grandpa or something.
Yeah, that's true.
Speaking of cover, do we want to try and be inventive here and create a little turtle shell of our own to get close to the ship? Well, in case we do get spotted and the flames turn on, we could maybe have some sort of portable shield to bring with us. Like a canoe or something, something just to cover the group of people while they get close to the ship.
Oh, what, you want us to Jack Sparrow? Turn over that canoe.
So the people or the sellers around will tell you that it's approximately 20 to 30 feet deep, the harbor.
Well, I was figuring we just go in the cover of night and walking across.
Right, and he's thinking something to protect us from the flames if we get close, like a fold-out shield or a fold-out something, piece of metal that could block the flame as the group approaches.
Or just a tower shield.
Yeah, why not? He'll take the risk, and he will craft a tower shield.
Excellent.
For his last couple of hours.
Adric works through the night, making a Mastercraft's tower shield.
Let's see how long it takes now.
Yeah. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's see if your luck holds up. Yeah.
Come on.
Yep. So, Ava, you're watching this Master Smith. Just Green, I don't care. I'm rolling low. Tonight, the dice are with me. Check this out. Yeah, and he's just producing stuff. He's like, chunk, chunk, slap. He just like puts a stamp on it, and it looks good. It looks great. It looks great.
Wow. Ava's a little bit in awe.
Ava's still working on her.
Yeah. Like she does, the thing when you're in art class as a kid, so you're like peeking at the other people's.
And then after he finishes, he's going to examine his tower shield and, give it his stamp of approval. He's got another hour, so he's going to essentially take a short rest while he waits for Ava and start painting his tower shield and getting everything ready, supplying the dire wolf, etc.
It's looking good, Ava. It's looking real good. He's kind of like... he's like standing over you, right? Like giving you pointers and be like, "Hey, like you should just do this and write this." Right? He like walks around while everybody's like toiling away on a single thing, right? Making crap work, right? It's like basic stuff, and he's just like, you should do this, you should do that. Give it out pointers. Night approaches. What are you guys doing as like the forges continue to go? And night shift comes on, right? Changing of the guards. It's like people are like covered in like ash and soot. And they're just like, that's a lot of work. Not everybody here is master smiths, not like you guys, who are like cranking out beautiful, beautiful stuff.
we get ready to storm the boat now that we have the proper equipment to do.
Well, first you gotta roll me a survival for tonight. I assume you're sleeping?
I will assist.
Or are you attacking at night?
I thought the idea was to attack at night.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right. Go ahead and roll me that sweet survival as you make your way down to the docks.
I will assist.
Excellent. Stop helping him. He doesn't need it. Look at his hot rolls tonight.
And I will ask the ancestors for their guidance with this.
Okay.
Since there's no reason for him to hide his cover anymore in the city of Alkaline.
Once. You're good at rolling ones tonight, Elfgar. Let's see if you can keep... Nah, you guys are fine. Everybody's retreated, right? It is quiet tonight. Everybody's quiet. Everybody's like looking at the Iron Guild and wondering what's going on up there. And nobody's paying attention to the mob of people coming down to the docks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we would definitely make sure that we don't really have light or anything that would give us away.
Well, I mean, these are humans. They have to see. The only one who can see in the dark is Ulfgar.
Actually, you guys are... How do you approach this? You guys can take the dark, right? So you guys make it like a conga line, right?
Yeah, each holding on to part of the ladder, probably.
Or, a rope. Yeah, everyone can hold on to the rope and Ulfgar can lead since he can see 120 feet.
Because the Iron Guild is hot, right? In the city. And like the forges are bellowing and stuff like that. People are looking and paying attention to the Iron Guild. They're not paying attention to you guys who are quietly sneaking through the city, right? The whining city. Nobody's paying any attention to you guys. As you approach the ship, I want you guys to roll a stealth. To see if there's anybody who's currently aware of your group.
Oh, hell. Oh, hell.
Yep.
Good thing we're coming ready for a fight.
Would they really see us in the dark and expecting people walking on water?
Would you guys like to use your inspiration?
I popped mine.
She already used hers.
Oh. I believe you can use... Nah, it's up to you guys. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, come on.
Is this just walking up to the docks, or is this going to be walking across the water to the ship?
Approaching the docks.
Oh, okay.
This is to make sure, because don't forget, like, you guys are not the only ones active in the city. The Inquisition has spies throughout the city. The question is, do they spot you and have time to warn people? So this is like forward guards or forward, like, just people, rats, right?
Is it going to help if I burn my inspiration, though? I don't want to waste it for no reason.
Yeah, because I already failed this check.
That is your gambit. So I'll tell you, okay, so it's not a complete failure. So if one party loses, it's not a complete failure, right? So it's like a group stealth roll where I have everyone roll a stealth, and then I take the average, right?
Yeah, I'll burn my inspiration for this.
Excellent. You guys approach the docks. Your quiet movements go unnoticed. You beat their passive. It seems that you currently have the element of surprise. However, now you are at the docks, right? People are still paying attention to the Iron Guild, right? They're not focusing on your group currently.
So Ulfgar would have done the ritual before we left.
You guys make it to the docks, right? You're on the docks. What do you guys do?
Ulfgar will hushedly explain the plan, explaining that he can bless people to storm across the water, but they need to accept the blessing.
Roll me a persuasion as you attempt to do this.
Can I assist him in any way? Vouching for him? tell him that he has blessed me on other occasions and it has helped me in my battle endeavors.
Sure. You get assistance. Ava, you will also suffer any consequences should this fail.
Well, I mean, if it fails, we're not going to be alive.
So like, Adric, right? Adric. People start getting curious, like, what god do you worship? Who is it that you that follows you? Who is it that you follow?
He explains that his ancestors become manifest through him, and they bless those he's around.
They're like looking at each other. It's like, we've never heard of this before. You mean you don't worship the Holy Master? You worship your family?
Ulfgar nods.
Like, how's this possible? They like ask for like further teaching and guidance. As you critically succeed this, like some of them start converting over, right? And you're like, yeah, that makes sense. Why worship a god when we can worship our families, right?
So he is going to spend the time ritually casting Water Walk on some willing people.
It is verbal, semantic. Are you breaking stealth?
He's going to have to. So he's going to tell everyone to get ready. Once that it's finished, we will rush the ship.
As you're doing this, and it takes, what, 10 minutes, right?
Oh, well, yeah, it takes 10 minutes. It's one action, so it takes 10 minutes.
So I need, first minute. I need you guys to roll me a stealth.
Both of us?
I assume so. Good.
Oh.
Second minute, roll me a stealth. As Ulfgar continues to chant away. Roll high, Ava.
She rolled an 18. So it was her 18 to Ulfgar's 7.
Let's average that. Have to do some calculations.
I would think 13 and a half. No, 12 and a half. Yeah.
Second minute passes by. Go ahead and roll me stealth. On the third minute, right, as you're casting this spell, there arises, right, who goes there? From the ship, right?
Okay, well,
so
we're just going to...
Right? It's semantic. You can hear him whispering or talking as he does this, right?
All the way from the ship?
Yeah. You think guards aren't... I mean, I'm using their passive.
So we're going to speed this up. He's going to spend a spell slot to instantly cast this.
Excellent. Are you casting it ritually, or okay? Tell me what you're doing.
So the ritual, if he was to ritually cast it, wouldn't cost him a spell slot, but he could spend a spell slot and instantly do it.
Excellent.
So now that they're being noticed, he will spend a spell slot and instantly affect it. Now, Ava, Ulfgar, and the Direwolf should still be affected from before, right? Or well, no. No, he wouldn't be because it took us 4 hours. It took us over 4 hours in the Irons Guild.
Right.
So, yeah, it would be Ava, Ulfgar, and the Direwolf, and 7 others immediately affected.
Excellent. From the ship, you hear a call. Who goes there? What do you guys do? As you instantly cast the spell.
Is there anything on the docks? Still any kind of ships or stalls that are worth looting?
Many ships have already set sail, right? We've already established that.
I mean, there's any, like, stalls of trade goods or anything still around?
Yes, but they've probably been looted.
No, I know,
there are
but...
stalls, right? It's notice like all the stuff that was in them, like people just came through and just grabbed them all up, right?
Yeah, but Ava just wants it to sound like she's trying to loot the stalls as well.
Ulfgar can cast thaumaturgy on Ava and enhance her voice if she wanted to try to persuade them.
Interesting. What are you doing to persuade them? As the guards call out, who goes there?
Or you could try without enhancing your voice. I mean, if we can hear them, they're going to be able to hear us.
Well, it's, if you've ever been out in the water, right, your voice carries. So it's just currently raining, and the rain amplifies the sound because it goes actually faster. So, what are you guys doing?
Or you can try to deceive them.
Or you can try what are you attempting to do to put the guards at ease?
Ava will sort of.
Them? You could have pissed them off.
Go to.
What would you like to do, Ava? We're here to kill you. What?
Yeah. She sort of goes to the nearest stall and starts looking for it, and coming through it, and sort of. Oh God, why am I doing this? This is what you do. And then she like makes it that she found something valuable, so she sort of like secrets it away, like sort of acting up like haha.
Sure, roll me a deception or performance, whichever you like.
Holy!
You quickly fool the guards, who are like, just some more looters. And you hear like them say, like, you shouldn't be looting, and then they go back to whatever they were doing. A minute passes by, and you quickly lose any interest that they once had on you.
Ulfgar is going to give the signal that we are going to approach the ship. He gets out the tower shield and gets it ready, and leads the advance.
Excellent.
Yeah. Wait, when we're on the docks, he's going to... Are we closer than 1,000?
What do you mean?
For the locate object, he has to be within 1,000 feet to see the object.
That's a good question. Are you casting that?
I'm thinking you should wait until he's on the ship. Either way, getting the ship is going to be priority.
Maybe.
So he will not break our cover by casting a spell right now.
I mean, you may not, right? So, regardless, you still need to roll me a stealth as you approach the ship. You guys are moving quietly and stealthily.
What is happening in Roll20?
I am moving you guys over the world. Roll me that sweet, sweet stealth.
Alright, Ava. You blew it, but now you can redeem yourself.
It's tense when you have a +0 to stealth.
Yes. Excellent. Oh. All right,
What?
Position yourselves wherever you like, as the guards on deck are currently unaware of you. They don't hear any rolling. They don't hear any splashing. The waves like rise and fall as you're like falling or walking across the place, right? It's like rising and falling, the crash of waves against the shore.
Place us in the water?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Where's the best place to approach from?
I would think...
The back, probably?
Yeah.
You currently have a group of 7 individuals with you, marked by the mob. You see the mob? I don't see the mob anywhere.
I don't see the mob.
Okay. That's weird.
And we have a direwolf.
That is true. That's a good question. Are you taking Spark with you?
Just as someone
Nice.
who knows about ladders, I mean, how are canines going to climb the ladders?
Oh, there we go. That's a great question.
I mean, we could always. It's a Fey dog, so you don't know what abilities it has. I mean, Ulfgar showed you a little bit about what.
You should know.
Oh yeah, that's right. She got the full stat block.
I did?
Yeah, you should have the full stat block available to you.
I believe you guys can control the mob. Make sure that you guys can.
Yeah.
And then paste.
Yep.
Oop, nope. That's not at all what I was wanting to do. I was going to delete them. There we go.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there supposed to be guards in the water with us?
I had.
That's gonna change our approach a bit if there are people swimming around trying to guard this place.
Suddenly, mermaids.
Alright, so are we
There we are.
making our way up?
So, are we bringing the dog or not?
That is an excellent question. What are you doing? Who is here? So let's establish who is what is here.
I know the dire wolf is going to be here.
I guess
It was
I'll bring...
like our pack animal helping us carry some of the equipment we needed.
Yeah, I'll bring him with, because there's nobody I trust him to juncture.
Okay, so that means we have 6 then, and not 7.
Yeah, there we go.
Unless I could, have had him over my shoulders.
Like, carry him?
Yeah, like fireman's carry.
What is your strength?
Pretty good.
Remember, she's better with a glaive than she is with a bow.
Yeah, it's just strange.
Yeah, my strength, 15.
Oh yeah, easily can carry this dog and all your equipment. The dire wolf, I assume, is carrying everything else. You approach. It is currently raining. The rain covers your approach. Nobody seems to notice you.
Ulfgar is going to motion for Ava to put the dog on the dire wolf for now, I guess. He's going to hand her the grappling hook.
Right,
You
so
have a little
what
bit
is that?
better dexterity than Ulfgar does.
Yeah, so what is that, a ranged attack? Some kind?
It's first to stealth, right? 'Cause
What?
You're it's the first to stealth, right? So everything from this point, as long as you continue to remain silent and do an action, such as making an attack roll, which is actually it'd be in athletics, because you're trying to do a skill check,
Okay.
right?
So as this is all going on, Ulfgar is going to stay in front of everyone, so that if the jets do come on, like the tubes do come on, they'll be protected behind the tower. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that would
Currently,
be-
we do not have anything prepared for you guys.
So that would be an 8. Ava, how could you do this to me? You had a +6.
Okay, so you rolled your stealth, right? That was
Yeah.
an 18. So this is what happens, right? You're like twirling it around. You throw it up there, and you hit the metal against the metal, right? Ting! And it makes a loud noise, but you don't hear any reaction from above. You clearly miss attaching the grappling hook. But
Turn a bright
fortunately,
shade of red in the dark.
You failed the right thing. You failed the right thing.
And I will sort of settle myself, take a deep breath, and try not to imagine the glares I'm getting right now.
I think everybody's cringing, right? Nervously, as
athletic-
they've got their metal bars.
Damn,
and
Ava! Ulfgar, do you want to try?
Wait. You have to roll that sweet stealth.
The stealth is why Ulfgar is not trying it.
Excellent. You're fine, right? You hit the exact same spot, Ava. And everybody's just oh.
Can Ulfgar give her some pointers, like let her stand on his shoulders or something? Help her a little bit with this athletics check.
You may, yes. Ulfgar will assist you by allowing you to stand on his shoulders, giving you a little bit more oomph.
God. Here we go.
Stealth.
Come on,
In
Ava.
athletics.
Good thing Ulfgar, he just bumped you up. He pushed you up enough at the last second.
Like it goes like she's gonna fall off like from a chicken fight and almost slipped on her fingers.
Would you? Oh, you've already used your inspiration. Okay, well.
Well,
This
no,
is
it's
fun.
advantage,
Ulfgar was
right?
helping
Because
me.
I was helping her.
Oh, that is
that's
true.
funny. Ulfgar just barely saved her from making a horrible mistake.
Yeah, I was about to go ass over tea kettle into the water, but he somehow steadied me.
So like, Ulfgar, as you're like looking up at her, you're like, "You can do this," and she's like, "Yeah, I can." And with your aid, she does it. You now have a access to the upper levels.
Do I have to use my athletics to climb up it?
Well, hold on.
Right.
While Ava's still on his shoulders, he's going to hand up the other grappling hook.
Ping where you are currently setting the grappling hook.
Uh,
And I will draw a little grappling hook right there. That will be an access point, right? Right? Okay, so that's where currently the grappling hook is. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Excellent. You now may climb up if you so wish.
Ulfgar hands her the other grappling hook as he still steadies her on his shoulder, trying to steady her with one hand and hold the tower shield in the other.
It's not too high of a climb. It's only about 10 foot.
and me standing on top of Ulfgar.
Yep. You roll me in athletics as you begin to climb the grappling hook.
Ava, you clod.
So it's wet, right? And your hands are like sweaty, right? So as the rain is coming down, your hands are sweaty and you're nervous, right? Mom spaghetti. Anyways, you slip, right? And you slide right back down on top of Ulfgar. And Ulfgar's like, up. So like everybody's like getting really, really nervous, right? And you need to roll
About how long this is taking.
Yep. Roll me that sweet, sweet stealth. As you're getting lucky. High low rolls, low rolls, high rolls, low rolls. Would you like to make another attempt? I mean, people are like clearly nervous, right? Like they're about ready to go into battle, and Ava's nervous too, and they're just like, shh, 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 shh. She's got this. She's got this. There we go. Go ahead and place yourself up here, Ava, and roll me that sweet, sweet stealth. This is where it reverses. Awesome. Awesome. As you climb up on the deck, right? You peek on over the edges. You see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guards up here who are currently just doing routine business, right? Nobody seems to be aware of you. Rain is coming down, right? As you finally make it on top of the ship. It is quiet, right? As the sailors go about their business. What do you do, Ava?
One of the guards?
That appears to be someone of note. That appears to be the first mate. An officer uniform clearly distinguishes him from the others.
Remember, you need to get us all up here before you start attacking.
Yeah. So she'll sort of hook in the second grappling hook
Easily done.
more over here.
You just set it down, right? Make sure that's tight.
Ulfgar will motion for some of them to start climbing up. He's going to get the chain ladder and climb up himself.
So who's going first?
So we've got 2 grappling hooks, right? We have one here, and we have one over here. Ulfgar will start going up first on this one right here.
Excellent. Roll me first in athletics and then stealth.
You get +1 to that athletics because it's a master work.
It's nice. You're up there. And then that sweet, sweet stealth.
Damn it, Ulfgar.
Excellent. Excellent. Ulfgar, I think you get up there, right? And as you're like climbing up and over the edge, like you turn and look, and like the first mate's like looking at you, and you're looking at the first mate. And you guys like both look at each other, right? I believe that's when we call sweet, sweet initiative. And
Yeah.
place yourself where you like to. You guys have gotten pretty far. I'm very impressed that you've gotten this far. But you're
least I
literally
failed.
looking at each other in the eyes now. Roll that sweet initiative. Right, so let's go ahead and
Ooh,
turn.
I
Turn.
guess I was ready for that. Somehow.
Ulfgar's busy trying to quickly get the ladder out so he can get everyone to safety.
Two. Up, down, right to left. So first one is the cellars. 12. Okay, second one, 19. Third one is first mate, and he's got bonuses. I know that he has bonuses. He's got a +3. Nice. Nice. And then the wolf, dire wolf's got bonuses. I think it's a +2, right? Yep. And then I need roll. Yeah, dire wolf's ready. Spark's ready. And somebody needs to roll for the mob. And it was 11. Then mob. Roll for the mob.
You've got better lucks with the D20s, so go ahead, Abe. Or
All
Leah.
right.
I don't know. Not recently. I don't know. I don't know.
It's-
We'll see. Straight up D20. Oh, that's pretty good.
That's better than what Ulfgar would have rolled. It's better than what I would have gotten.
First one. Oh, where's our music? Where's our music? Start this boss fight.
Starting off with the boss fight. Looks like we got 2 people of note on the ship.
Oh, here we go. This one's better.
Oh boy.
Here we go. Perfect. It is called Oppressive Gloom. I like it. All right, Direwolf's up. What is your command to the Direwolf? As like, well, you made it on board. Unfortunately, they see you. I mean, you made it on board before anything actually fired upon you. That's pretty amazing.
Is there any way the direwolf can climb up?
It can attempt to leap up.
Yes, he will tell it to leap up.
Oh, it is at full HP. It is time to heal.
And you added the extra 5 to it, right, from aid?
And an extra 5. Let me make sure I put that down as well. 5. Somebody roll me a d20 as it leaps upon the ship's deck. It is only about 12 foot high. It is a large creature. It shouldn't be too bad. It's DC 10.
Ulfgar, you dog.
It has a +3 to this athletics.
Ooh.
That's
Spicy.
really good stealth too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I think we see like this like giant form leap up upon the ship, right? And everybody's like,
Was
"What?"
the dog still on its back? Was the
It
blink?
is.
Was the
It is.
Yay,
yes.
smart.
But that is its current action and movement, so that's what it did. It leaped upon the ship. Ava, it is your turn. As everybody like turns and looks at you, the alarm hasn't gone up, right? Everybody's like, what is going on here?
Sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.
Either secure the ladder or start taking out people near the alarm bell.
Alarm bell. Is there an alarm bell?
You don't see one.
Let's see. So, but the mob will act after me. So yeah.
A lot of stuff happens after you. You roll pretty high.
It's good. Like most of the bad guys are gonna go after you.
Mm-hmm.
No, I know, but Ulfgar doesn't go till towards the end. So if anybody's gonna secure the me, if we want any more allies in this, yeah. So I think she will. Secure the ladder so that her allies may join her.
You place the ladder upon the surface, allowing them to climb up easily and without a roll. Anything else, Ava? I believe you have movement, if you so wish.
Maybe just sort of step out of the way so I'm... No, I don't want to move there.
Maybe in this corner, because we've got a grappling hook over here, we've got this here, we've got a ladder somewhere.
Yeah. I'll step back in the corner.
Ping where you want the ladder. And ping where you want the grappling hook. So first the second grappling hook. Excellent. And then we'll have the ladder. Is that right?
Yeah.
Perfect. Excellent. It's the Pink Sailor's turn. Alarmers rise, right? Alert! Alert! We're being boarded! This guy starts going down into the stairwell. These guys start moving towards you guys and attempts to attack you. 1, 2, 3, 4. To see what they are currently equipped with. They have like these daggers, right? That are like scimitar shaped, right? Ooh. They're cutlasses, and they also seem to have light crossbows. And they come running up to you, right? They double move. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This guy, being the smarter group, he's going to wait his turn. It's the first mate's turn. He turns and sees like, oh my gosh. He walks over, he's like, what's going on? And he texts the direwolf. It is the nearest opponent, and he begins attacking this creature. He makes 2 attacks, right? Yes. He has like a cutlass and a dagger, and he begins thrusting it at the direwolf. And both of them hit. The direwolf screeches in pain and agony as these weapons bite true into him. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, he takes a lot of damage on that. Oof. -6. Oof. Yeah, direwolf isn't bleeding, right? But it doesn't look good either. The mob begins to descend up, right?
So ascend?
Ascend. Ascend up into the ship. I mean,
it could be like a video game. They're running backwards and they just float up.
You guys notice, like, instead of the sailor, like, attacking, you notice that he begins turning this tube-like item towards your party. As he's just like, and he turns it around upon you guys. It is Spark's turn. What is your instructions to Spark, Ava? I guess just wait.
What?
I guess just wait.
Yeah. From his spot, does he have a chance to? It's hard. Like, if somebody, I guess he'll wait, and if there's an opportunity attack, or if there's somebody who's threatening the dire wolf, take a snap at him.
Yeah, roll me a handle animal as you're attempting to do this. Spark will
But I
take
want
the
him to,
initiative.
yeah, stay with the dire wolf.
Stay on top of the dire wolf. A wolf riding a dog riding a wolf and making attacks. I don't know if this is possible, but we'll allow this ridiculousness. Go ahead and roll me a handle animal. Yeah, it's confused, right? Like, looking at you like, what? What do you want me to do? It takes no actions this time, as it stares at you confused at your... I mean, you're kind of like putting down like a ladder, right? It's like, what do you want me to do with the ladder? You want me to attack the ladder? Ulfgar, it is your turn as you notice all these things happening. What you doing, buddy?
Figuring out spacing.
What you doing, buddy? Making some calculations? It looks to me like you're targeting that guy with a cannon. Why would you do that?
Why? Why would he ever do that?
So what you doing, elf guy? What you gonna do, buddy?
First, how much does this tower shield add to his AC?
It adds nothing to your AC. Well, I mean,
Really?
just a
Not
normal
even
tower
though it's
shield.
a masterwork
Right,
tower
but-
shield?
No, like what is the normal stats for a tower shield?
I believe it's a +4. I need to look this up. So give me a second. I might be thinking of something else. I will look this up real quick. Please don't crash on me. Okay, there we go. Don't crash on me. New Google. Can somebody look that up for me? 5e tower shield.
Don't use the tower.
It gives you a +2 bonus.
So
Even
that's
a
the same as a
masterwork
normal
tower
shield.
shield?
Yeah, apparently.
Well, it's the same stats as a regular shield.
It says according to this, you have disadvantage on attack rolls, you have half cover, and you can spend the amount of movement equal to half speed to get 3/4 cover until the start of your next turn. Instead of half cover. So you can spend half your turn, half your movement, in order to get half cover instead of 3/4.
But 3/4 cover would give you +2 to your AC on top of the +2 from the shield, right? So it'd be effectively a +4 to your.
That's correct. According to this. So, that was just a quick look up. We're still recording? Yes, that's still good. That's still good. That's still good.
Okay, then he is going to take this risk. He normally would not be so risky, but with his new equipment, he will take this risk. He is going to
What you gonna do, buddy? What you gonna do?
So he's going to move. He would provoke from this guy and this guy. So first we'll resolve those.
So first guy attacks. This is bonus. He's the seller. He has a +3 to hit.
That's going to bounce off the shield.
Awesome. And then this guy, first mate, right?
Yes.
Oh, he misses. Yeah, wow, he wasn't expecting this short little dude running by. Yep, miss.
And then he is going to cast Tearing Chain at the guy manning the...
Excellent. You cast the spell, and nothing happens.
Oh, that's right.
You can roll me a Knowledge Arcana.
No, he remembers.
Okay, excellent.
But that was the
Mark
best
off
that
the
he
spell.
could do. It's a cantrip.
Oh, mark off the cantrip.
I shouldn't have to.
You never get a cantrip at the end. That cantrip disappears for the rest of your life. No. It's just mark off
What?
the spell. Okay.
What?
It's the Direwolf's turn. It has advantage because it has allies. He's going to attack the seller because he has advantage. And he hits.
Good boy.
2 dives. This direwolf latches onto the seller, right? And just shakes him like a rag doll and instantly kills this guy.
Good boy.
Ava, it is your turn as this direwolf just and shaking violently. You hear blood-curdling scream as the seller's last gasps.
This is what Ava wants. Fire.
Who are you shooting?
1, 2. At the first mate, and she'll miss horribly.
So I think you're trying to miss the direwolf, right?
Yeah.
So these arrows arc out, right? Over the direwolf. And shoots out into the middle of nowhere.
And she'll sort of just shake her head ugh.
The seller, right?
And then wait, she's got movement.
Oh yeah, that is true. I think it's a bunch of bodies are pushing by you, trying to get through, and that's another reason why you're trying to your shooting was way off.
Yeah, so she'll move. That is not who I'm trying to grab.
You might want to move out here towards the other kid.
Yeah, so she'll move. This is 30, so yeah, there. Fifth. There you go.
Yep, there. The mob climbed up. This seller descends into the depths of the ship. The sellers begin making attacks, right? They have this mob that's coming up, and this guy has a mob coming up as well. So it starts to be a melee, right? A crazy melee, and begin making 2 attacks, 1 from each. First one would be on the direwolf. The second one is on the mob. So the mob gets hit, right? It takes 1 death as it gets hit. And then the direwolf, so here it's with a cutlass. It's 1d6 plus 1. So one of the guys in the mob just dies as a seller stabs into him. The direwolf takes 6 points of damage, and you notice that, ouch, it is now currently at half health. And that's when the first mate starts lunging at the wolf, trying to take out the biggest threat, right? As it is currently boarding the ship, and makes 2 attacks on it.
Oh no.
1 with a dagger and 1 with a scimitar. It is a +5. What's the direwolf's AC? 14. Both of them hit.
No.
Yeah, he's working this direwolf over pretty bad. That's plus that, and then a die 4. Okay. It's still damage. Direwolf's not looking good at all, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. The direwolf is not looking good at all. That's 5. Okay. Another engagement like that, and the direwolf will definitely not be with you for much longer. The mob begins attacking back, right? So they begin swarming over like the cellars and just like beating them with rods and stuff. It makes 5 attacks as they just begin just boom, 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 boom. Oh, misses. Misses. And just one more. Take the first one. Misses. So, like these sellers, right? They're used to combat, but these are just like normal civilians, and this is like their first time fighting. And you quickly realize like they're not amazing, but they're more of like serving as a distraction. One's already dead on the floor, and the others are just like trying to beat them. But the sellers are just so fast. They've had military equipment, and this is like their terrain, right? This is their ship, and they know their ship very well. Spark, it is your turn. What does Spark do as Ava's like firing arrows?
Oh god. She sees the direwolf's not doing good, and she sees the first mate. She'll tell him, sick him.
He's unharmed.
Really?
Nobody's done any damage to him.
Oh, no. And so she'll tell Spark to take a snap at him.
Sure. Will be a handle animal. That is good enough. Spark attempts to attack. It has an ally nearby. Literally has an ally nearby. It has advantage on this attack roll.
Oh.
That's going to be close. Unfortunately, misses.
Oh.
It's plus 3. It's a 15. What's his AC? Oh, yeah. Nah. It doesn't even bounce off an armor. The first mate like leaps out of the way as like this Fey dog attempts to bite him. Ulfgar, it is your turn.
First, he's going to try the tearing chain again.
Excellent.
At the same one.
The spell goes off. Excellent. And what's the AC? That's an attack roll, right?
Yeah, it was a 10.
Yeah. The guy, right? He hides behind this device. And your lash reaches out and like slaps him, right? But it hits the cannon and does absolutely nothing. You have Ulfgar.
Yes, he is going to take the feature of his tower shield and move at half movement, giving himself 3/4.
Lose the red guy? Did he die? Or he must have died off. I think it was 10? Sure, we'll go with 10. Let's see here. And it was Ulfgar's turn. It is the direwolf. The direwolf turns and reactionary, right? Attacking the creature that attacked it. It lunges at it. It has an advantage because there is an ally nearby. Wolf back tactics and hits. 6. Is that plus 3? Well, I mean, it's some damage. Better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. 6, 7. Okay. Ava, it is your turn.
Oh, meh. So does it look like the red guy is preparing anything to do with that boom boom?
So Ulfgar like lashes out with him, right, and strikes the cannon. He's kind of like dodging out of the way, but his main focus is this cannon right here. What do you do? Currently, the mob's just been unlucky. Truly been unlucky. They have a lot of throws.
Yeah. Get out that nice little yardstick. Looks like Ulfgar is engaging Mr. Red, unless he tells me he needs help. I'll focus on the first mate.
Ulfgar doesn't need no help. He don't need nobody. He don't need nobody. Might need somebody here soon.
Yeah, either start moving the cannon or help the direwolf out or whatever.
Did any of those hit?
Who are you targeting?
The first mate.
Is that the... That's a miss? That's a miss. So he just simply like parries these arrows that are coming at him, right? Yeah. Yeah, he just simply parries them. The cellars, this cellar continues to descend down. And the others attack the mob, right? So they're like fighting back against the mob and they start lashing out, right? 2 attacks on the mob. One's a miss and one's a hit. Your mob seems to be down to 4 people now. As the sellers are taking full advantage of their home territory, right? The mob begins beating them back. They have 4 attacks now. That's a hit. And that's a crit. So like the sellers like start getting grappled and then like beaten down upon with these iron shafts. These sellers quickly perish under the withering blows of an angry mob. They keel over as they get splattered. The first mate, he's going to target his biggest threat, and the biggest threat is that direwolf. He's going to attempt to drop it.
No. Oh.
That's a 1 hit. That's with the cutlass, right? It is. It is with the cutlass.
1.
There ain't gonna be no 1. The direwolf falls unconscious as the blade bites true. The direwolf will begin bleeding out here soon.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
So messed up. So messed up. Spark continues to fight. That's a good question. The direwolf fell to the first blow. Oh no, he can't attack Horse Spark. But Spark attacks back, but he does not have advantage because no one is near him.
Aww.
He don't need no help. Spark, let's see here what you got here.
He is an Avenger.
2d6, nice. Well, I mean, damage is still damage. He screams out in pain as like the Fey dog latches onto his arm, and he screams out. He's like, ah! 6. Solid damage. Oh. There we go. Excellent. It is his turn. Having seen his companions fall, and seeing no other option, he levels the cannon and fires it. This is where amazing things happen. Everyone here to roll me a reflex save, as a gout of spewing flame spouts out from it.
Does that include Ulfgar?
Oh yeah. Well, actually, let's see here. Let's see here. It is a.
As I say, Ulfgar has all kinds of bonuses that come into play now.
So is it Dex save?
You are fine, Ulfgar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Well, that's unfortunate.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay. Yeah. Well, this pretty much covers everything. Yeah. This huge gout spews forth of fire. Ava, you are safe. However, I have some bad news.
No!
Direwolf is dead now, isn't it?
It just takes 2 death saves, right?
Yeah.
As long as it's not dead yet.
It is on fire, however, so on its turn, it might die. It cannot make the save because it's unconscious. So yeah, actually, it might be dead. No, Ulfgar still has a chance to save it. So this huge spout of fires, and I need you to roll me 4 reflex saves. Ava, I need you to roll me 2 for 1 for the direwolf and 1 for. Well, actually, don't worry about the direwolf. Just 1 for poor.
Is that just a straight D20?
I have bonuses that I'm going to add to it. It's a +3 for Spark. Ulfgar, roll me 4 reflex saves.
Well, that's the same.
Makes it dies. Okay. 2.
I'll be right back.
Your mob comes down to 2. As the scout of flame just washes over people. And it is an oily mixture, right? A gout of flame, and it just spews out like a water hose. It seems to be like some sort of pump. A flamethrower, if you will. And he just goes...
Could Ulfgar see how he activated?
You may, yeah.
So would that be like a perception?
Oh yeah, it's definitely a perception.
Could he take his passive of 17 in this situation?
You notice that there is a lever inside of it, right? So what he does is he pulls this lever, right, and releases the pressure from inside, and it gouts out. And he takes damage as well.
Oof.
How'd you do, Ava?
What do you mean?
I need you to roll me a save.
I got 13.
This is good. He only takes half of this damage.
So that is 16? Oh.
11, 17... 29. Half of 29 points of damage.
14?
And he is not on fire.
So which one is his health? The green one?
Green one is the health bar. Oof. And he is not on fire. The first mate, unfortunately, he takes it all, and he dies.
Ha ha.
He's like, no! As just like wave things.
Does he like shout, "You're an idiot"? Setting him on fire, his first mate on fire.
He literally just gets swallowed up in flames. Like it hits his back, right? And he just like crumbles over into a husk. As like this gout just... Anything else, guys? That's his turn. The direwolf takes... let's see here. What's his maximum HP?
It's
Yeah, he's
still
not instantly killed. He's not
okay. I was
instantly-
gonna say.
He takes 2 fails, however. Ulfgar, it is your turn, and the wolf is currently on fire.
Ulfgar is going to cast Healing Word on the wolf, healing it for 7.
Excellent. It wakes up into an unhappy, burning sensation.
Is there a way for Ulfgar to position himself to block the gout? Like
So
like if
it
he
is no
steps
longer
into the
fire,
square?
Right. So what it was like a shot, right? And during this time, it's like a water hose, just whoosh. But you notice like all of the fluids have drained out of it. So it's like... So whatever it needs to refill, right?
Oh, okay, so it needs time. You can't repeatedly fire it. Okay.
You can't just go... No. Whatever
Okay.
it was is like a one-time gout thing. And notice that everything is still on fire, however. Yeah.
I
Even the
don't
direwolf.
think Ulfgar can do anything about putting out fire.
Yep. You notice that it's raining, and it is still on fire. You also notice, as you're like looking out over the edge, the water down below is on fire. This chemical fluid seems to be burning right on top of the water.
Who lit the water on fire?
The huge gout of the cannon, whatever.
Oh, it went that far?
mixture, Yep.
I don't need to move
it-
that close.
So let me describe it again. It's like a water hose, right? Just
Yeah.
and you just like covered the area. First mate was supposed to make it. He didn't notice it in time.
Ulfgar is going to try to toll the dead this guy behind the cannon.
Excellent.
He's going to call out for the survivors to help the wolf, who is currently on fire.
Okay.
He's going to tell Ava to get the cannon ready to cover this area. She just like yells, "Bring the cannon around!" And he is going to toll the dead this red guy. He's going to stay hunkered down, so he's going to stay getting the cover bonus. It's not supposed to put that out, but there you go.
Wisdom.
There you go, DC 15.
Yeah.
I don't think he makes it.
Yeah, it's 10 necrotic damage as he hears his death knell.
He literally falls over dead as that happens.
And then Ulfgar is going to make his way towards the cannon and towards this cannon over here.
Excellent. You may move.
With a 25 movement speed, half of that, would you consider that to be 15 or 10?
Always round up.
So 15 then.
Always round up.
Okay.
Okay, Ulfgar does that. Direwolf, somebody roll me 2d6 as it continues to burn. One to roll low.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Somebody roll me a reflex save. Oh. As it attempts to leap out of the flames. Roll me a athletics. Roll me a d20. Yeah, it easily leaps out of it, and it is no longer on fire.
It's holding
And
on.
hopefully with help the wolf, they will get the idea and follow the wolf out of the fire.
It's not their turn. They're currently like, ah! As they're doing
Screeching.
this. Yep. Ava, it's your turn. Literally, the hose stopped right where you are and stopped spouting.
All right,
You were
Ava
incredibly
will
lucky.
move here and start turning the cannon so it faces the stairwell.
Excellent. Are you manning it?
Yeah, but first she just has to like shove it around,
Excellent, excellent. Move that over and then turn it towards the stairwell.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Anything else, Ava?
Towards the stairwell, but also so that Ulfgar would not be in that scout area, sort of like more diagonally.
Oh, towards
Right, to create a crossfire.
Yeah.
Because Ulfgar's going to move the other cannon over to create a crossfire cover.
Okay, so while I'm here, I assume you're both going to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Anything else while I'm here in the background?
Nope, I think that's it for now.
Excellent. Big Seller's still doing his thing. You guys can roll perception as you hear stuff down below.
Yeah.
Could I take my passive 17 on this?
You may, yes.
Sure, she rolls high on the stuff. She doesn't have to.
You also hear like the gathering of people down the stairs, right? You hear like a call to arms, right? Your presence is well known throughout the ship. It's the mob's turn. Roll me a reflex save for the mob as they attempt to get out of the fire.
Is it just a D20 or?
It's a D20. It's athletics. You need two D20s. There's two of them left. One makes it, the other one perishes. However, the mob is down to one. During this time, right? During this time, you notice like somebody like fall into the fire, right, and just like crumbles up and dies.
Does he make a Wilhelm scream? I want him to make a Wilhelm scream.
Sure. Would you like to do that? What does it sound like? What does it sound like? What does it sound like? Yep,
yeah.
Exactly like that. Oh, here's the big one. Spark needs to roll me in athletics in order to get out of the fire.
Does he have bonuses?
Oh yeah, +3. I have good news. Spark gets out of the fire.
Wow.
However, he is currently on fire.
Oh.
Only 2 die 6. He's still up, yet he is still on fire.
Oh.
If he stays like this, he's not going to be for this world much longer.
Oh.
They and fire aren't necessarily the best of friends.
Oh no.
Ulfgar, it is your turn. I assume you move up to the cannon and turn it. Is that the battle plan?
Yes, and he's going to call the survivor over to him.
The mob of one. They're not looking too good.
We're getting ready to fire on if a group comes. Ulfgar motions for Ava to be ready, but to make the shot counts. He says that there's only one shot at a time, so we got to make it count. Don't fire all at once. You fire.
Can we see the whites of his eyes?
Exactly.
Excellent. It is the direwolf's turn. The direwolf looks really, really bad. It literally has 1 HP left. I think it's going to be like licking its wounds, right? It's like panting as it has like these burn marks on it. It does nothing unless you guys command it to. Ava, it is your turn.
Is there any way the direwolf could help put out the dog?
That would
That could
require
help the
intelligence.
dog with its roll?
It would try to get away from it, like try to get away from the fire. It's not intelligent enough to
Hold
put
on.
out the fire.
Yeah. Ava will
Alright.
ready action to fire in the hole when people start coming up.
Excellent. Something happens. A mob, I think, all right, he looks over at their fallen comrades. A whole bunch of burnt husks on the deck of the ship. Says, I've never seen something so horrible.
It's not over yet. I need you to man this cannon, and I'll bring them up to the surface as best I can. Here, let me show you how to use this contraption.
Okay. Roll me a, what would this be, an intelligence roll, as you're like describing what to do.
Because he
Roll
just
with a
saw
trigger.
the guy. Yeah.
You'd be surprised. You'd be not surprised. There's literally
You
a
said
6 month
intelligence
training
roll?
course. Yep. As you're like saying, just pull the lever. Yeah. He's like, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Wrong lever!
Oh, well, that's all. I mean, that's the mob's turn, I guess.
I mean, they look at you confused, right? You're explaining this and like, I don't. You want me to do what? Somebody roll me 2 dice 6 as the wolf is the dog is still on fire.
No. Ulfgar.
You want to roll low. You want to roll low.
I mean, you did a good job before, but I don't think rolling low is going to save him. But Ulfgar can save him once he goes down. You notice Ulfgar waits till the last minute to bring people back from the.
Yeah.
Bye.
Spark goes unconscious.
Fey dog.
He's not dead yet. Yeah, he just collapses under fire.
Yeah. That's all.
Ulfgar, it is your turn.
Circle of mortality on the dog.
Excellent.
Where is my button for that?
Keep marking these bad boys off.
He is.
Okay, alright. The dog's back at 7 HP.
Wee.
It's the direwolf's turn. Still its wounds.
For his action, that was a bonus action. For his main action, can he try to explain again how to work the cannon?
Go ahead and roll me intelligence.
Like, man, have you ever used a crossbow?
I mean, they're starting to get it. It's just, what? It seems like this isn't the brightest bulb who's following you, right? You're like,
Do I get the
all you have
feeling
to
that
do-
Direwolf would do a better job at this than he
You'd be getting penalties for this if you were trying to get the direwolf to do it. But, dice rolls, right? This guy's clearly upset. He just lost 5 of his companions. You're like, you need to pull the trigger. It's like, what's a trigger? Right? The direwolf just tries to get away from the flames and fire. Ava, what are you doing?
And are there any crewmen still on deck?
As you're looking around, no. Oh, this guy's not here. It was a duplicate. Two first mates? Get out of here. Get out of here. There's not 2 first mates.
Yeah. By definition, there can't be. One of them has to at least be the second mate.
Yeah. It's like, that doesn't make any sense.
So there's nobody else on deck?
You do hear commotion downstairs. People seem to be getting ready for battle.
Yeah. She's gonna hold action until a good group of them comes up the stairs.
Excellent. Something happens. It's literally on their counter. Anything else happens? A mob. Roll me intelligence roll, Ulfgar. It's like, this is the last time. Last time. Yeah. They're like, I'm too upset. Too upset to follow your instructions. They kind of look like to be in shell shock, right? This is the first time that they've had battle, and their friends and family have been burned to death right before their eyes. They're too distracted. Too distracted, Elfgar, to follow your instructions well. I mean, they might do it, they might not. Right?
He's just gonna have to trust that they can figure out how to pull a trigger when the time comes.
Ava, I need you to roll me a 2d6, and then hopefully the dog saves and doesn't get burned up.
He doesn't get like any kind of saving throw.
So first the fire takes effect, and then the reflex save happens. So he's currently on fire, right?
I don't think I did a save for him last turn.
Right, because actually you did, because he moved out of the flames.
Fuck.
The dog's still on fire and literally collapses before your eyes. It is getting horrendous. It is getting horrendous.
Yeah, have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? When Envy dies? Yeah.
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 This is horrifying. Horrifying. I think that's another reason why the mob's kind of like, Ulfgar. Bonus.
Yep.
The wolf's back. The Fey wolf's back. I mean, isn't this what you enjoy, Ulfgar? Isn't this what you like?
I don't enjoy wasting spells.
I mean, to be clear, it's still on fire. You notice like this fire has not been put out at all.
Oh, do I get to do the save now, though?
No.
No?
Because it fell unconscious, right? This
You
fire
keep
has
doing too
not-
much damage to it.
Yeah.
Is there any way Ava could like run over there and try to put it out?
She could, but if she failed, she might catch on fire as well. This is horrifying to look upon.
Ulfgar is going to...
Create water? Although that water is still on fire. Drop, and roll.
I mean... No.
Sand
He
you're
didn't
supposed
have
to
that prepared. He could create or destroy water, but he doesn't have that prepared.
Can you put like sand? Sand would work. That's what you're supposed to use.
Could create a wall of sand and suffocate the dog.
Well, I mean, think about it, right? Suffocate the fire, you'll put out the dog.
You'll put out the dog.
You have tools, you need to be smart about them. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
Does it look like anywhere around here there's anything on deck that looked like the soldiers would use in case this happened to them? In case one of them accidentally spilled it on themselves and caught fire?
I think you quickly learned from the first mate what that rule is. Kind of save or die. For people at home, this is known as Greek fire.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a napalm of the ancient era. It was formed out of some sort of pitch and oils. That's what they believe. They don't know for sure. They don't know the actual recipe because during the Byzantine Empire, it was lost when the Turks destroyed everything.
Ulfgar is going to advance towards the stairwell, and he tells Ava if he gets surrounded to pull the trigger, he will be ready for it.
Okay.
As he advances towards the stairwell, still hunkered down.
Ulfgar, roll me a perception as you look down into the stairwell. Yes, you see a group of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 individuals down there. They seem to be like arming, and they've got like crossbow bolts out, and they seem to be like prepped, right, prepared for anybody who comes down. You've given them enough time to set up.
So we're going to have to kick the hornet's nest. See what comes out.
Retreat?
To where?
I don't know. You'd always just give up. Always give up.
We've got the higher ground,
Always
Anakin.
Just surrender.
Why would we surrender?
Take it easy. Do you? Do you have the high ground?
Literally, yes.
I
think
the upper deck.
I feel like that's how the gem got lost in the first place, was surrender. Anyways, that's it for Ulfgar. He's going to slowly advance behind Masterwork Shield.
Place yourself right here, and that's when they begin to fire.
Don't got any smoke bombs?
There are 5 shots on you, Ulfgar.
He has a +3 to his AC from hunkering down behind the shield. He's expecting something, so he has a 22 AC.
Miss, and then I think I need one more for 5. Miss. These bolts like slam into your shield, but you're like, "Yep, I knew this was going to happen." Anything else, Ulfgar?
Nope.
The direwolf continues to lick its wounds, still barely alive. Ava, what are you doing?
Oh, man. She's going to come over here, attempt to put out the dog fire.
The dog fire. Okay. Go ahead and roll me athletics as you're like trying to like tell me how you're putting out this fire.
I don't know. I guess sort of like wrapping it in her cloak or some spare burlap or anything she can get.
Excellent. Roll me athletics.
Come on.
Awesome. Spark is no longer on fire. Yay! You did.
All right, so that was.
Smother the flames.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was. And she'll go all the way back, and if she needs to action surge, she will.
I believe they're just currently firing at Ulfgar. So like Ulfgar is like standing like on the branch. Right?
Oh, okay.
And you see like these bolts like toom 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 toom. You're pretty confident that they're not going to be coming up. They're going to attempt to hold this position and likely buy time for something.
Sounds like Ulfgar's gonna have to go to them or stop pulling them to him.
I mean, you're not sure what's going on.
He does have that nice little hammer that can float down and whap them.
He does. He has several options that he could use.
And he's got his chain that he can pull enemies towards him up from the stairwell into the deck. And then Ava could just pick him off.
Hopefully.
Well, I mean, I guess. Or you could grab your glaive and we could tag team this down with your glaive.
Mm-hmm.
Historically, you have had better luck with the glaive than you have with your bow.
Yeah, I've missed like 4 or 6 shots with my bow on the boat already.
Get better at rolling dice.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling 20s. And you got nothing to worry about. Just keep rolling 20s.
Yeah, we made all that really nice grappling hook, though.
Hey, that's worth a lot of money. It's worth a lot of money. Anything else? Ava.
I mean, I did my movement. I did my action. I don't really have anything else at this point.
It is their turn. They begin firing at you once again, Ulfgar. Firing their bolts. crit! Ulfgar, tell me where this bolt lands and hits you.
I can only think it hit him in the shoulder.
Take 14 points of damage as this bolt slams into their side.
That's a lot of damage.
I rolled good. I rolled really good. Take 14 points as this,
I mean, you needed a crit to hit me, and that's what you got.
No, I mean, yeah, that's what you were wanting, right?
No, I was wanting you to miss. I mean, obviously, that's the point of an AC 22.
I don't know what to tell you, Ulfgar. I actually just need a 19 to hit you. Oh, no, yeah, I just need a 19. Just to be clear. The mob's still recovering from everything that's been going on. Spark is no longer on fire. Thank you, Ava. He like sits there like licking his wounds, right?
No.
Ulfgar, it is your turn. It seems to have fallen into a stalemate of sorts.
He keeps hunkered down, and he tries to tearing chain one, but it's not going to work, and we're going to probably move on.
It works.
Oh.
This is a continuation of the same combat. The nearest one to that's a hit. And is there like a save, or it just happens?
Once it hits, it happens. It's just a hit. It has to be the hit.
Okay. I will bring up the cellar. Actually, you how much damage do you do to him?
I only do 3 damage. It wasn't very powerful. It was just to pull him towards me.
You kill him. Well done. You kill him.
Oh boy.
Ulfgar realizes how simple that. I mean, he knew it wasn't very powerful. So he's going to change his tactics, and he is going to look at Ava and nod and begin advancing down.
Excellent. Ulfgar begins descending down, and I will transfer Ulfgar over. You notice, like, these guys, right? They're taking cover behind barrels and firing at you, Ulfgar. And we will split the party.
I mean, he's still within hearing distance. It's not like...
Oh yeah, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Go ahead and place yourself into the descending stairwell. Yeah. I believe you still have movement, right?
Yeah, he gets to about here.
Excellent. You notice that they're like circling around you, and they got their crossbow bolts out. Direwolf still licking his wounds. Ava. Ulfgar descends into the depths of the warship.
Oh boy.
You hear the cranking of crossbows, right? As another volley is getting prepared to fire.
Why understand that the nod was my signal to fire? Or do I understand that he
your
wants me
nod
to follow him?
He's going in. Let's go.
Fire. I think it was like, yes, fire on me. Fire on me. I believe that was correct, Ava. Your first assumption was correct. He's like, yes, go ahead, fire upon me.
I will...
Yeah, I don't think you give clear instructions, Ulfgar. Ava, I think I need your character to roll me intelligence.
Oh, no.
Oh, I love this. Because your last instruction is like, when I give the signal, I want you to fire upon me.
What is that?
A straight up intelligence roll. Yeah. Somehow, you guys know, right? You guys know. It's clear. You guys knew what you were doing all the time. It is their turn. They begin surrounding you, Ulfgar, right? Taking positions around the area. And this is from multiple angles, right? So they're shooting from you. 2 from the side, and then 2 from the front, right? So they're like spreading out, right? That way that no AoE or anything can hit them, and they begin firing at you. So 2 of them will be without your shield, and 1 of them will, and 2 of them will be with shield. Okay? They begin firing upon you.
Does the stairwell block any of that?
It'll provide you cover. How about that? Provide you cover.
Okay.
This one is right to left, up, down. So first one, you have cover on, and it's from the flank. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what did I do on my turn?
And then,
You did nothing on your turn.
did we miss Ava? I think we did miss Ava. What were you going to do, Ava?
I was just gonna sort of move here and hold action until there was any kind of enemy that I can swing at with the glaive.
Okay. There's no enemies to engage with up deck. Anything else?
So that's...
What's your ready action? Do you have a ready action that you would like? So as soon
Yeah,
as you see an enemy, you will fire the...
I will swing the glaive.
You'll swing the glaive. So we'll switch over to here. And are you coming downstairs?
I don't have enough movement for that. I'm sort of...
Ava, you see downstairs, you see like this group of 4 individuals like spread out around Ulfgar. And they seem to be like taking point and like firing their crossbows at him. You quickly realize that Ulfgar cannot keep pace with them, and they will literally run him around the bottom part, and just
So I can see that, so I
dine
have...
him to death.
I have enough view to take a shot with my bow then?
You know that Ulfgar is like planted down, right? With his heavy shield and movement. You notice like these guys who are trained soldiers know their ship very well, and they're just going to be peppering him from different angles. And they're just going to be whittling him down as he attempts to make headway.
No, I know,
They're
but do I have a shot?
Yes.
All right.
They will have cover, however. Because
There's
you're firing.
nothing.
You do have a shot from that angle. Nope. An arrow goes flying down, whizzing. But it's the side and pings off the side of the ship. Yeah.
Neither of them hit?
One does. That one does.
Oh, good. Huh?
Sweet damage.
Oh.
Tell me how you kill this guy.
It just goes right through his throat, and he gurgles for a second, and he drops the floor, and his crossbow falls out of the clatter.
He dies and falls over. Ulfgar, you're lucky because one of those bolts might have hit otherwise. Yeah. Anything else, Ava, before we continue on?
Not at the moment.
Same stuff happens. Ulfgar, you take 1 hit. You take 8 points of damage as this bolt comes flinging in from the side, slamming into you. Do you guys give any instructions to the mob? Because currently they're just like resting upstairs. Yeah. Question is, can I take them off the turn order?
Yeah, you might as well take everyone off the turn order except Ava and Ulfgar at this point.
I mean, would you like to do anything with the animals right now? Are you guys descending into the depths by yourselves?
I would still like the direwolf to come with us, but it's going to be a waste of resources that we're going to need for each. So no, they will return to wherever. We'll tell them to head back.
Alright, I will be right back.
Okay, sounds good. off the mom, mark off the dog, mark off the direwolf. Elfgar, it is your turn. There are 3 cellars left. What would you like to do?
If he backs up onto the stair once, would that give him cover from everyone?
You will get total cover from him, but you will get no cover from these guys, except for your shield.
Yeah, except for the shield is what I was thinking. Trying to move so that I'm not exposed like I.
So this guy would have to move to the side, right, in order to fire at you, or move to the side of the railing, right, in order to fire from you. So if you move back up on the stairs, right, you have an angle shot on you, right? However, if you move back up, you'll get cover from it.
He will told the dead this.
Excellent. Roll to hit.
It's a saving throw from him.
Oh, it's wisdom?
It is.
It is, yes. Tell me how he dies.
He feels his ancestors calling him home as his soul leaves his.
He dies.
And Ulfgar is going to position himself kind of like this way to give cover from his shield from his exposed area.
So you're going to be like that. Okay. Excellent.
He's just trying to cover as much of himself that's exposed as he can.
I assume that you are facing this direction. Ava, it is your turn. You see Ulfgar, like, toll the dead on this guy, right? And he just falls over dead. Are you coming down, Ava?
Yes.
Excellent. Let's go ahead and bring the party on down. It's a party! Everybody should be here now. Yay! Go ahead and place yourself right here, Ava, as you descend into the depths of the ship.
There you go.
Place yourself right there. You notice like there are 2 men with crossbows. They're firing from cover, right? They've seen these strange dark magics that this guy's spewing forth. You come down and you see he has cover and he has cover from your current position. However, you can continue to move and not provide them cover. So if you move to the side, but you will expose yourself to their fire. So remember that you guys have cover, right?
Right, if we work together, you should be able to benefit from his shield.
Or you could just kill them all. Just kill them all. There's many ways to solve these problems.
I'm just gonna take the shots.
All right, excellent. Miss. Miss.
Yeah.
Yeah. He moves up, right? Using the stairwell as cover. And you see here what he's going to do. They kind of just shift over, right? Over, and then they begin firing you. You'll have total cover on this guy. You will not have total cover from this guy. As he shifts over. 2 shots on you guys.
Ooh.
A crit! Boom. It's the second guy, right? It's the second guy who's like...
I'm telling you, these guys with 1 HP are more devastating than your champions.
It's just dice, man. It's just dice. Take 11 points of damage, Ulfgar, as these arrows seem to bite true. These bolts bite true. And that's the end of their turn. Ulfgar, it's your turn. These are 1 hit point guys, these minions. Hey, guess what? These are just bandits. That's all they are. They're just bandits. CR, I think 1/4 of bandits. Maybe 1/8. They might be 1/8. But yeah, these guys are just normal sellers. But they're trained. They have martial abilities. You haven't faced the champion yet.
Great.
Did you think it was going to be easy? Of course. Of course not.
Well, seeing as how Ava is having a hard time hitting the side of a barn, he's going to cast Bless on the two.
Excellent. Excellent. Nice. Nice.
And I think that's about all he's going to shift if he can to provide cover from the two of them.
You may, yes.
And then that's all he's going to do.
Ava, it is your turn. What would you like to do? Say that this isn't worth it and retreat?
Okay.
This guy has cover. He's using the stairs.
If you're
However, you can step out.
Because I'm tired and I'm hungry. I'll just catch up with you tomorrow. We came all the way here. We're not going to wait for you.
Oh, we're going to wrap this up soon. We just need to get to the next level. So shoot him. Shoot him and kill him, Ava.
It'll be wrapped up.
Yeah.
What's real soon for you? Half hour?
5-10 minutes.
No.
5-10 minutes. Family obligations. I understand completely. I understand completely. Oh, we can stop it here if you like as well. And you can go about your business. We are running a little bit late, but I was trying to get to the third part and describe stuff. But we can end it here if you like.
You're also muted if you're trying to say anything.
If that's okay.
Yeah, we can end it here with like these bolts are like firing over Ulfgar. He's like got two stuck in him, right? And Ava's got her bow out shooting at him. And this is where we'll end the episode.
Just remember to mark your character that you're blessed.
Okay.
Yes, definitely remember that. Everyone is blessed. We will see you folks in the next episode. Bye.